making the departure from the linear mind as the dominant operating tool in your trading and in your investing, and indeed in your entire life, into your innate, intuitive, and creative senses is the path of every sentient being, not just for traders and investors. However, the volatility, which is said to stay with us for many, many years, and shall we say, more unpredictability than volatility, it's here to stay. It's going to be here for the next few years simply because of the big cycle we are going through. Trading today is not so much about being able to determine whether the market is going to go up in a trend or down in a trend. It is about nimbleness, being able to determine very, very quickly, and then hopping on board in which direction the market is going to go. Now, this is the stuff which is not for beginners. It is certainly for those of you who've been trading for quite some time. And I know that many even experienced traders, and I work with traders at professional level down to serious independent traders, they're all having challenges. The reason they are having challenges is the way our dominant operating system works is changing. I have discussed it in the previous video where I've talked about the big shift, so no need to go into this again here. Suffice it to say, though, when everything around you changes, you have to change as well. And if you refuse to get out of the way, you will be like the rock. You will erode. And that means your bank account will erode in due course. So, okay, I know many of you have challenges when it comes to stepping into your innate abilities. First of all, what are they? Well, they are first and foremost your creative, intuitive skills. How do we get into them? I've discussed it before. You learn to meditate, you learn centering exercises, and above all, you learn to go with the flow of things, good, bad, or indifferent, so that you remain your composure, that you remain connected with yourself. With what's going on around us at the moment, it's very, very easy to get disconnected from our source to source creation. It is really one and the same thing. And we need to talk about these things because good trading is not about your system. It is not about mechanically doing the same trading setups again and again and again because context changes. Rather, it is about recognizing context, seeing the macro picture and looking beyond the curtain, looking on the other side of the carpet, the other side of the veil, where there is a very different story emerging, the evolutionary impulses. We talked about this before, and you cannot get away from the evolutionary impulses. You are part of this. No matter how much in tune you are, how aware you are to your spirituality, to the larger part of you. I know this is not for everybody because we are not all on the same level in our evolution, and that is okay. But for those of you to whom what I am saying here speaks and rings a bell, who recognize themselves in this, please take note, because you will find as you hone your inner knowledge, the knowledge of what is happening to you in the larger macro context, and that's an evolutionary context. That you will, that it is right for you, and you will know it's going to improve your trading, as indeed it certainly has done for me. So if this speaks to you, I invite you to go to thebuddhisttrader.com, where you find a lot of tools about this. And also, please, if you haven't done already so, do sign up for this YouTube channel here, because I am regularly posting videos here, updating them much more so than the website, which is basically where you can go and get my products if it's of interest to you. So in summing up, become aware that we are moving away from the purely linear directed mind into a much bigger scheme of things. It's happening for all of us. Some of us are closer than others. If you find that your trading is not as easy and you were successful at some point and maybe things are not so good now, odds are that you are at exactly this point, that you are moving into a larger, bigger awareness and a bigger part of you, to the next mastery in your trading, for the want of a better word. So these transition periods are never easy. However, if you recognize yourself at this juncture, and one thing I can promise you, if you go with that evolutionary roll call, you will find that you come out the other end literally cleansed and healed, because there is going to be a lot of cleansing and letting go along the way, that gets you into that new a niche, shall we say, where you will be trading using your innate intuitive senses, where you will be able to feel the market, feel your trades coming to you, and likewise you will also know when it is not right to be in the market, and you will be able to let go of these compulsive instincts, the old survival instincts that keep one there, that keep one trading, that keep one there out of fear one is missing out. All these things will start falling away. Now, to me, all I can say to you is that is certainly a much better way to trade than sitting there mechanically from market open to market close, watching, watching, watching. I have got to have so many trades. I have to have a target, come what may. It's not about this. It is about being in tune, and that makes you a good trader. And if being in tune means today you feel the market isn't for you, it's okay to not trade. The following day, you may exceed your target 3 or 4 times. Maybe you have to wait a week or 2 weeks for it. Who cares? It is all about being in tune with yourself. And when you are in tune with yourself, you can trade and recognize it when that isn't the case. Thank you for watching this video. Sign up to this channel if my message speaks to you, and visit my website, thebuddhisttrader.com, and have a look at my books and other products.